And this one does have some really interesting history because this campaign is actually going to be called OrcQuest WarPath Resurrection because this game was already funded in a previous campaign, but there were financial issues and they weren't able to fully produce it. And these things do happen for a variety of reasons, but something that I really liked to see here is that this team didn't give up and instead they looked for other publishers that were able to pick up from where they left off. And they did find a publisher, and it's one that you might have heard of before that does a really great job with minis and have created a lot of successful campaigns in the past. So I think if this one does fund, we're not going to be seeing those same issues again because the publisher that took this one over is Monolith. And there is a whole bunch of Q&A here on this page. You can pause the video if you want to read any of it, but they're taking a certain strategic approach and making a few different changes to make the costs more viable. And if they're able to hit their target, then both the new and the previous pledges will be fulfilled. So if this game does end up looking interesting to you, then this is a really great project to support because you're going to be helping all those previous backers potentially get their game. But now let's get into a little bit about how the game plays, and this is a scenario-based cooperative game where players are going to be working together to fight back against the pesky humans who are expanding onto your land. Players are going to be playing as orcs where they're trying to find and eliminate that source of evil that is threatening your race. On a turn, players are going to be using action points in order to move and attack the other characters out on the board, and attacking is resolved using dice rolling. When entering a new room, you're going to be rolling dice on a grid system in order to determine the number and location of the enemies within that room, and then players can also use stealth to eliminate the enemies before they see you. Players will be gaining XP, which they can spend for different cards or to modify their dice rolls, and after you've performed your turn, you're going to be drawing an event card and resolving its effects. But players will win scenarios by fighting final bosses or saving allies, but the players will also have to manage their alert level that goes up and up the more that they're detected, and if that ever reaches the maximum amount, then all the humans are alerted and the players lose the game. Of course, the campaign will lead up to an epic final boss battle, and if the players are able to win that, then they win the entire campaign. And if you want to know more, or if you want to see different ways that you can help them reach their funding goal, I'll leave a link to the campaign in the description below.